Good morning to the student of 9th class. I again appeared before all of you to discuss about the second chapter of economics, people as a resource. Before discussing the lesson, I want to give a message which is based on moral duties. Respect your elder, love your anger and your society. Come to the topic. People as a resources means the skillful people should be needed to an economy for a countries. People as a resources and efforts to explain population as an asset for economy rather than liability of population becomes human capital. People resources related to human capital. As you know that the people, skillful people, trained people also contributes to the economy with implementation of education. As you know, the education provides high technology and technology also implemented in the production, different kinds of production, as the production is done in primary sector, the production is done in secondary sector, as well as the things, the ideas, the education which is implemented in tertiary sectors, service sector also. So people is also a resource. There should be a skillful people for an economy of a countries. According to your book, it has given that people becomes a human capital. Human capital means such type of population should be need a skillful population, and there is investment made in the form of education, training and medical care also. In fact, human capital is a stock of skill and productive knowledge imparted to them. As you know that people as a resource is a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and ability. Population should be, people should be abilities as well as able. Looking at the population form in productive aspect emphasizes its ability to contribute to a creation of gross national product, that is called GNP. GNP means total income of a people, total income of a countries, and the income comes from the abroad, that is called GNP of a countries. Like other resources, population is also resources, a human resources. This is positive sides. A large number of population is often overtook. When we only the negative sides, we see many of the population that creates a different type of problems in our countries also. Population should be not more than the resources which are available inside of the countries. So literacy is related. People resources means that literacies. Next one is that medical care and medical facilities are need for countries, because healthy people is need for countries. It also helps to increase labor force, and labor force helps to produce the goods and commodities. So if the population of a country which have more labor force, who are healthy, so they also increase the labor force and they work more and more hour in any type of sectors, as primary sector, secondary sectors and tertiary sector also. Investment in human capital through education, training, medical care also as a return, just like investment in physical capital. This can be seen directly in the form of higher incomes earned because of higher productivities. If the country has more educated peoples, so it also creates a high technology, and high technology also implements in the different type of productions. So production is good, well, and the production also demanded by the other countries of the world. So it also human resources as well as people resources also helps to increase the per capita income as well as national income. It also helps to gross domestic product also. Suppose that it has given an examples. India's Green Revolution is a dramatic example how it input greater knowledge in the form of improved productions. Technology can be rapidly, as you know that Indian Revolution in a Green Revolution in our country introduced in 1960-70s. In the decade of 1960-70s, the people of the country, the farmers of the countries also increased the production by implementation of modern method of farming, high technology, equipment, modern equipment as well as high seeds. That all are contributed by the human resources. Human resources also contribute to increase the different type of productions in our country also. So some of the example that is given in your book, looking at the photograph, you can explain how a doctor, teachers, engineers and tailors are assets to the economy. The different peoples you see in your book, the doctor treated the patients that he has more education, his human resources, his people resources is more than other people in our country. So the teacher also provides education by implementation of your minds. They have got much knowledge, as well as the shopkeepers and tailors that he is stitching different type of clothes, as well as the persons who are selling the cloth. Different peoples that they are working in different areas, they have knowledge. Not only the more educated and the healthier people gain through the higher incomes. Healthier people should be needs because they increase the more hours of work. Society also gains in the other indirect way because advantage of more educated or healthier population is spread to those who themselves were not directly educated or given health care. In fact, human capital is in one way superior to the other resources like land, physical capital, human resources. So people as a resources, people as also a resources. There should be not more population than the natural resources in our countries. People also helps to work different kinds of they produce different kinds of productions. For many deeds in a large population has been considered a liability as you know that some of the countries it has more population, so it becomes burden over the economy. So population is not be a liability, it can be turned into a productive assets by investment in human capital also. For example, by spending resources on education and health for all, training industries, agriculture also, workers in use of modern technology, useful scientific research. So it also, and they also helps to increase different type of production in different sectors of the countries. Thank you very much.